Hello and welcome back to part 4 of this series of videos where I talk about which community day Pokemon to Elite TM. So part 4 will be covering the year of 2021. We're going to learn from my previous videos. As a reminder, here's the rating. 1 to 3 is don't use, 4 to 7 has some niche play, certain matchups or spice. And then 8 to 10 is definitely worth it unless, like as before, if you can wait, wait. So starting off, we have Machap to Machamp. It learned the move Payback, which you will need in Elite Charge TM. It does have play in all leagues, though Master League, it needs some help, and it's more for Premier Classic. But, I mean, it does have some decent play, though, just because of the steel types in general. It's a 7. Here's why. Payback is best for Open Ultra League. In Master League, you're probably going to be faced with a Togekiss and other Charmers, and, of course, Dark types stink against Fairy types. So, yeah, it's nice to have for coverage, but Rock Slide seems to be the safer route in other leagues outside of Open Ultra. Just because in Open Ultra you have Cresselias, Giratinas, like they're two of the very common ones out there. Next we have is Roselia into Rosarite. There is Badoo, which is a baby Pokemon, so it was an A catch for that event. It learned 2 moves, 1 quick move of Bullet Seed, 1 charge move of Weather Ball, the fire attribute. Which was it was just the first community day where a Pokemon learned 2 moves in the same event versus Charizard having had 2 separate events with a different move in each event. So for Weather Ball, definitely 10 out of 10. It's a great bait move with coverage, and I think it is necessary overall, regardless of which fast move you run it with. And then for Bullet Seed, it's a 7. Depends what coverage and team comp you want. Poison Jab, for example, is better in Master League for the Fairies, so there is a case to be made even in other leagues for Poison Jab, depending on the meta for a limited cup or what have you. So definitely worth it for the Weather Ball, and it's your choice on the Bullet Seed. So I will say, though, if you're going to run Poison Jab, though, probably better to go for Grass Knot for the other charge move, or at the very least not Leaf Storm. That way you don't lose the attack if you that would be debuffed if you use Leaf Storm. Next we have is Fletchling into Talonflame. It is very much meta relevant in Great League and Ultra League. It is XL and Ultra League, mind you. You need a hundo. I haven't invested in one because I have a rank 8, but its attack is not 15. And I just don't play that much in Ultra League, so I am okay holding it out. At least I have the XL candies. I just need to wait to catch something with hopefully better IVs overall, or at least 15 attack and 14, 13 in the other 2 stats. It's a 9 because, again, I'm a little biased for using, just a tad biased. Get one for both Great League and Ultra League, and then, like I said, need Hundo for Ultra League, so make sure you have the XL candies before using a TM. So for Great League, definitely closer to 10 than Ultra League. Ultra League, only if you have the XL candies. I would not want you to waste one and not be able to use it for an entire year or so because you're building those XL candies. But Talonflame is meta, though, in Ultra League. Snivy to Superior is the next one. It is semi-meta, I would say, so yes, it's a little weird for me. Its move is Frenzy Plant. It's a starter, not surprising. So you need an Elite Charge TM. Definitely an 8. It's definitely not Spice. It's barely Spice, if anything. It's like just a sprinkle of Spice, like when Salt Bay was kind of popular on the internet with doing the salt on his arm. Relies on luck with Leaf Tornado, and then Aerial Ace has coverage, but it's terrible move for those of us who have been around here long enough. So yeah, definitely it's the lowest priority of those that are definitely more worth it than not. You might argue a 7, which is totally fine. It's definitely in that borderline range. Next one we have is Swabloom into Altaria. So this is one where you need 400 candies to evolve. It is mostly relevant in Great League. Even XL Hundo Best Buddy. And if you don't know what a Hundo means, that means perfect IVs. It just misses 2300 CV for Ultra League. So not the most ideal, but it does have bulk. I'll give it that. But most people would use Umbreon for that purpose anyway. Its the move it learned is Moonblast, which it needs an Elite Charge TM. It's also another 8. Hondo with Moonblast will be great when Mega Evolved, because as if you didn't know, Altaria, a Dragon Flying, becomes a Dragon Fairy when it's Mega Evolved. It does provide better coverage in open formats than Dragon Pulse, because Dragon Pulse is only super effective against, Dragon, where Moonblast is Dark, Fighting, and Dragons. So having one of each, one with Dragon Pulse, one with Moonblast, Sky Attack is mandatory, so having one of each isn't a bad idea. This was easily the most popular one, I would say, if not, at least one of the popular, if not the most popular of that year, 2021. Gimbal to Garchomp. Meta relevant. It is Master League relevant only. It is Spice in the others. Its move is Earth Power. You need an Elite Charge TM. 8.5. Garchomp with a Dragon Tail and Sandstone, that's what ST is for, is viable. Plenty of people are running that. And then it also depends on what you're looking for. So have a couple built, meaning like kind of like just with Altaria, have one with like Dragon Tail. Have one with Earth Power, but you can have another one where you don't have to evolve it during an event with Earth Power. So yeah. Next one is Tepic to Ember, and it's a no. It's not meta relevant. It's bad. Blast Bird's the move. Otherwise, it was Flame Charge and Rock Slide for its moveset. I give it a 3. Still worth it more than an Ancient Power, that's for sure. I still think it's a waste. And, once or twice I've seen it, and that's a big maybe. I mean, it's like, you play so often, things become a blur. Just not worth it. Next is Oshawott to Samurott. So, Samurott has some play in Great League and Ultra League, especially with Shield Advantage, but it is more on the spicier side. I would say more play than Blastoise for sure, for example. Its move is Hydro Cannon, needs an Elite TM. Its rating is a 7, as it is more spice than meta. Have one with Hydro Cannon, and then if you want one with Razor Shell, just for the kind of the lulls and even more spicy moveset if you want. But Razor Shell was unfortunately disappointing last I remember for its stats and or effect compared to Hydro Cannon. Alrighty, Halloween theme. We got Duskull into Dusknoir or Dusknoir. It's not meta relevant. It's still bad. It did get a little boost with Shadow Ball, which needs an Elite TM. That was the move it got. It's a 3. I mean, more worth it than, Ancient Power. Man, I am just tearing down that Swinub community. It needs it over Ominous Wind, which is the only other Ghost Charge move. It doesn't have any bulk, though, so wait if you can, by all means. Otherwise, you're very likely wasting an Elite Charge TM. Alrighty, the final Mon we have for 2021 is going to be Shinx into Luxray. Let's go. So meta relevant, it's more niche play in Great League and Ultra League. I would say it's more spicier in Great League. The move was Psychic Fangs, which, I mean, it's basically a Poison Fang clone. Needs an Elite Charge TM. The problem with Luxray is it doesn't have the best damage move for fast moves. But it's a 5 because it is a guaranteed debuff for the defense versus a 30% chance with Crunch. You still need to dance with it in team composition, but it's got niche play, but don't stress about this one. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. I've seen it like once or twice in PvP. But that is it for your 2021. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Tomorrow, before we rotate into... Not rotate, sorry, that's Wednesday. Losing track here. But for tomorrow's video, I will be posting the final part, which will cover the current year 2022, not counting Dino, because we don't know the energy for Brutal Swing yet. But yeah, I look forward to the final part in this series of videos. Thank you so much for staying with me, and I will see you in part 5 tomorrow. Peace!